What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with another video. And today I want to talk about the two main things that make up a pixel, what's the difference between them, and why it's so important for you to understand this. Also, a little bit about how it's changing over time and how I see, like the kind of direction that I see Facebook going in and how I'm kind of adjusting my strategy to make up for that. So there's two things that you should understand. There's for one is stored data and two is data optimization. These are two things that Facebook is known for, okay? So like storing data on a pixel. You might hear people say, make sure you have your pixel installed so that you can gather data so that you can use it later on for lookalikes or retargeting or whatever. And then you have data optimization, which is basically when you actually create an ad set. This is what Facebook uses to determine who to show your ads to. It's not like influencers or Google ads where people are searching, right? Like with Google ads, people are searching what kind of ads they want to see, whether they're searching for a certain product or whatever. But with influencers, it kind of shows it to random people in the audience based on a certain algorithm. That's not how Facebook works. Facebook works by optimizing, and this basically means that it's not going to show your ad to people in order, and it's not going to show your ad to people randomly. It's going to show your ad to the people that the pixel thinks is going to be the most likely to purchase from you, if you're optimizing for purchases, of course. So this, understanding the difference between just having stored data and actual data optimization is one thing, but understanding the difference in terms of results, like what kind of thing would you rather have? Would you rather have a bunch of data on your pixel, or would you rather have Facebook optimizing, currently going out and getting a bunch of data? And honestly, it used to be different than it is now. And let me explain. So as you guys know, I'm an agency owner. I work with a lot of e-commerce stores, and that's kind of like how I mastered Facebook ads, is just by running a lot of e-commerce stores, or running the Facebook ads for e-commerce stores. And one of my main strategies about a year and a half ago was basically taking people who were really good at influencers, and they would go out and get a bunch of data on their pixel, right? Like a bunch of stored data. And then all we would do is create lookalikes for that product and then bring it over to Facebook, okay? So we were basically using stored data to create lookalikes, and then those lookalikes were like super high quality, and literally 95 to 99% of the time, the store will just take off with Facebook ads and it would just do super good. Now, this started to change during quarter three, quarter four, where stored data started getting less and less important. And this is obviously just a theory of mine, but I'm kind of seeing it happen day by day. Every single month, stored data just starts meaning less and less, even to the point where having data is actually harming some people. And I've been seeing this on numerous accounts where stored data is actually not what you should be going for anymore. And it's why I tell you, like I used to say that if you have a bunch of data on your pixel, you can basically make any product work with Facebook ads. You just got to move the data over to Facebook and then make lookalikes. But nowadays, it's more like you want Facebook being consistent already. You want to build consistency. You want the optimization to work. So it's less of a question of like how much data do you have and more of a question of, is Facebook going to optimize well with this product? Now, this is like obviously a detrimental change, and if you didn't see it coming, you didn't know what happened, obviously. But people like me, I just kind of see stuff. I just kind of see stuff happening because I look over a lot of accounts. I manage a couple accounts myself, and I have students, and there's just a lot of ad accounts that I look over, and I can see these different like these little tweaks that Facebook does, and it affects almost everything. And this is one of those things. So I want you to understand the difference between stored data and how it's utilized and data optimization, because the difference between these is literally the difference of my original strategy dying out and me being able to figure it out, because I realized it's not about how much data you have on your pixel. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 sales on your pixel. You can't just make lookalikes and have it automatically do well anymore. You actually have to figure out how to get Facebook to optimize well with that data. And honestly, I've seen stores that they have a bunch of data on the pixel and we launch lookalikes and they don't really do that good. And then we'll move over to a fresh pixel, same product, same ad copy, same everything. The only difference is the pixel. But the new store will be a fresh pixel, and the fresh pixel does better than the pixel that has a bunch of data on it, right? Like the stored data. And literally the only reason is because of data optimization. There's no other explanation for this. It wasn't the post. It wasn't the product, it wasn't the page, the store name, whatever. It wasn't anything other than the pixel that was different. So I just want to send this message out there for those of you who listen and care enough about learning Facebook ads to dive this deep into things and listen to my thoughts on these certain subjects, because honestly, it's not really something that you're going to be able to go out and take action on right now. It's kind of just something to have in the back of your mind while you're managing your ads. And it's kind of just like another tool in the toolbox, just something to know. And it's kind of how I see it's kind of the direction that I see Facebook going in, where they're starting to care less and less and less about stored data, and they're starting to care more about data optimization. And the truth is that if you really, really want to scale a product with Facebook ads, it does not matter how much data you have stored. The only thing that matters is how good the pixel is willing to optimize for that product. And I haven't seen any factors, whether it be ad copy, what you're targeting, what your store design is like. It's kind of just like Facebook either optimizes good or it doesn't. And it's kind of your job just to test stuff until you find something that optimizes good. And the amount of data that you have on the pixel doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to say that and throw it out there. But as for this, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. And for those of you who do, I really appreciate it because it helps grow my channel. And obviously, growing my channel helps help a lot more people. But as for this video, this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.